Chiefs Kingdom, I need your help. The bosses want to start an LA Chargers channel, and they want me to host it, and I'm not about that, folks. And so what they said was, if we get 100 subs off today's video, then we won't start a Chargers channel. I will not have to host it. So please, help me out. Help us out here in the Kansas City Chiefs Report. We want to dedicate all our time and all of our resources to this channel and this channel only, folks. Subscribe now for the latest happenings on your Kansas City Chiefs all offseason long. Let's get 100 subscribers off today's video, and we'll get started with today's show. Could Cooper Kupp be on his way to Kansas City? Welcome in to this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. CBS Sports has named the Chiefs as a top destination for Rams wide receiver Cooper Kupp. This comes just within weeks after the news that Cooper Kupp will not be returning to the LA Rams next season. So what about Kansas City? Here's more from Tyler Sullivan of CBS Sports. It's worth wondering if the Chiefs will revisit a possible trade for Cooper Kupp this offseason. Kansas City reportedly had discussions with the Rams for Kupp leading up to the deadline, but no deal came to fruition. The main speed bump here is Kupp's $29.7 million cap charge in 2025. That'll need to be readjusted upon arrival, but the Rams are reportedly willing to eat some of the money on his contract, which could make it more palatable for Kansas City. If they can make the money aspect work, Kupp would be a fantastic addition. Now, let me say this. First and foremost, I'm a Cooper Kupp fan. I like Cooper Kupp. He's got a terrific story coming from Eastern Washington and the player that he's become and the way that he's thrived in that LA Rams offense with Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay and company. I think Cooper Kupp's a very good football player. But if Kansas City is going to bring him in, let me stress this to Brett Veach and Andy Reid and company. This is going to require some patience, all right? You can't act too quickly on a potential move here, and the reason why is, according to reports, if the Rams do not find a suitable trade partner for Cooper Kupp, then they might just go ahead and release him, whether it be post-June 1 or designate him as a post-June 1 release, and then you don't have to trade him and take on his current contract and give up assets for him in a trade that you could sign him for a much cheaper deal. To me, that is much more appealing if you're going to bring Cooper Kupp to Kansas City. Because right now, Kupp has about a $30 million cap hit next season. And if you've been following the Chiefs' cap situation, they absolutely cannot take something on like that. And even if the Rams were to take some of that money, I still can't imagine the current contract being a good situation for Kansas City. He has 2 years left currently on a 3-year deal that's worth about $80.1 million. So that's not great. If I'm going to bring Cooper Kupp in, and I'm all ears the idea of bringing Cooper Kupp into this Chiefs offense, I would be wanting to start fresh and not having to give up anything for him. So let's ask you our pinned comment today. Should the Chiefs bring in Cooper Kupp? Type Y for yes, in for no. You might get an ad break while the ad's playing. Get your votes in. Let us know Y for yes, in for no, if the Chiefs should bring in Cooper Kupp or not. Now, Cooper Kupp has made it clear that he does not want to leave Los Angeles, that he would like to stay a member of the LA Rams, but based on what he's been told, that possibility is completely out the window. That door has been shut on him making a return to the Los Angeles Rams as that team tries to get younger with their receiving core with Puka Nacua and others there. Kupp released this statement several days ago saying the following: I don't agree with the decision and always believed it was going to begin and end in LA. Still, if there's one thing that I've learned over the years, there are so many things that are out of your control, but it is how you respond to these things that you will look back on and remember. Now, here's the reality when it comes to Cooper Kupp. We know he's a talented football player, but he has had his struggles to stay healthy. And as guys get older, these health situations don't tend to get better. He's only played in 33 total games in the last 3 seasons. He has missed a lot of time since he had that terrific Triple Crown season when the Rams won the Super Bowl. And Kupp addressed those health concerns in the statement talking about leaving Los Angeles, saying the following: preparations start now for 2025. Highly motivated, as healthy as ever, and looking forward to playing elite football for years to come. Love you guys, but coming for it all. Now, with that said, there's no doubt the Chiefs will bring in some wide receiver help this offseason. What I look at is, are they better off going younger at that wide receiver position than going to the free agent or trade market for a veteran like Cooper Kupp? Because you think about where the Chiefs are at, right? You have Xavier Worthy. He's going to be around for a long time. All right? You got Rashee Rice entering his 3rd year in the league. But then beyond that, you don't have a ton of younger pieces. You might bring back Hollywood. Seems like DeAndre Hopkins is going to be gone. I want to take advantage of having younger players that you can develop, that can stick around for a while, that you don't have that health concern like you do with Cooper Kupp, and that are going to be cheaper as well, that those rookie contracts. So for me, that's where I'm between a rock and a hard place. I like Cooper Kupp, and I'm open to the idea of bringing him in, but if that's going to be in substitute of drafting a younger receiver, that's where I kind of draw the line there. So what do you guys think? Should the Chiefs sign or draft a wide receiver? I'm going to give you not one, not two, but 3 options here. Type S for sign, D for draft, or B for both. Maybe they need to do both potentially. Let us know in the comment section what you think the Chiefs should do at the wide receiver spot. Now, when I look at Cooper Kupp, here is my fear with him. You go back to that terrific 2021 campaign, and it was without question the best season of his career. And what my fear is that 2021 campaign was a one-off year, because the numbers since have shown that he has not been that same player, even when he's healthy, that he was in that 2021 campaign. You can see his numbers aren't bad. He's been all right. 2022, over 800 yards, 6 touchdowns. 2023, over 700 yards, 5 touchdowns. This year, his touchdowns numbers went up in the same amount of games played. 6 touchdowns, 710 yards, 67 receptions. That's all fine and well, but let's be clear. If you are expecting Cooper Kupp to return to 2021 form, that simply ain't happening. Cooper Kupp, that 2021 season, all these things you see on your screen right now happened the same year. First team All-Pro, Pro Bowler, NFL Offensive Player of the Year, Super Bowl champion, and Super Bowl MVP. It was awesome. It was a great run, but it was 1 year, folks. Here's how I envision Cooper Kupp in Kansas City, what I would think would be the scenario here. I think that you roll with Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy as your number 1 and 2 receivers, no matter what you do. And I think you're pretty excited about what those guys are going to do and their futures going forward from here. So then you're looking at, okay, who can fill that number 3 receiver role? Is it Hollywood? Is it bringing in another receiver from the draft? Is it a guy like Cooper Kupp potentially? If Cooper Kupp is your number 3 option, I think you're doing really good. But what I would make a goal of sorts, if I'm Andy Reid and company, I'm saying to myself, you know what? We bring in Cooper Kupp, and the main thing is we just need him to be available in the playoffs. And here's a comparison I would make. You don't have to go back very far from this, folks. Remember a guy by the name of Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins, fantastic run in Kansas City. Struggled to stay healthy. But when it came playoff time, he showed up and he delivered. And I think he's going to have his name in the Ring of Honor someday because of how impactful he was in the playoffs, although he struggled to stay healthy in the regular season there. I think if you're the Chiefs, you take the same blueprint that you did with Sammy Watkins, where we say, it'd be great to have you in the regular season, And if you stay healthy, that's fantastic. If you can stay healthy the whole way, by all means, please do so. But we are maybe going to load management you, or we'll give you some days off during the week to make sure your body holds up and you stay available when we need you the most, when it counts the most. That's what I would think would be the best plan of action if you're going to bring Cooper Kupp in. What's your confidence level in Cooper Kupp? Can he be a difference maker for this Kansas City Chiefs football team? Scale it for me in the comment section, 1 through 10. I'll go about a 7.5. And it's the injury thing that just really has me concerned of sorts, that doesn't have that number go higher. I'll go 7.5. Give me your number in the comment section. For continuing Chiefs offseason coverage, you already know what to do. Subscribe to the Kansas City Chiefs Report. Don't make us start a Chargers channel by all means. I don't want to talk about the Chargers. They don't even have any fans, crying out loud. Subscribe now for free. Appreciate you joining us. I'm Tyler Jones. We'll see you next time.